Hello and good evening. I am Ajit Kumar Jha, CEO of Power Pixar channel, and today I am going to review what happened in this 18th winter session of Parliament, which commenced on Monday, the 25th of November, and ended in a I.N.D.I.A as soon as this weekend began. So if you look at how the initial session began in Parliament, we had a series of basically what one would call adjournments, and somehow the Parliament was not functioning at all. And one of the main reasons was because the Congress party under Rahul Gandhi's leadership insisted that they would like to discuss the issue of uh, Gautam Adani, who's facing indictment in the US. And the ruling party was not ready to discuss Adani. So that initially that became such a big issue that instead of not only there was a direct confrontation between the Congress and the BJP over it, but there seemed to be some kind of fragility of the India alliance which began appearing. Suddenly, Mamta Banerjee began by saying we should be discussing Mamta Banerjee, the leader of Trinamool Congress and West Bengal chief minister. She insisted that we must discuss Bangladesh, of how Hindus and Christians perhaps were facing all kinds of atrocities by the ruling party in Bangladesh, and that needs to be discussed seriously. On the other side, Akhilesh Yadav of the Samajwadi Party, he began by arguing that Sambhal, which was the big issue in Uttar Pradesh recently, where there was killing of minorities, he said that should be discussed. Similarly, other India alliance partners began showing impatience. In fact, Lalu Prasad Yadav of the RJD also kind of sided with Mamta when she argued that we need a new leader of the India alliance. Mamta Banerjee said in a private interview that she would like to replace the existing leadership of Congress in the India alliance. So, to sum it up, the India alliance suddenly started looking as if it's in tatters, and all kinds of pressures were coming. In fact, from the national conference, Omar Abdullah, the chief minister of Jammu and Kashmir, he was also taking pot shots at the Congress and kind of siding up with the BJP because he wants statehood for Kashmir. So one by one, each of the alliance partners started singing a different tune. In fact, even former Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal of the AAP, he began sort of attacking Congress on the same issue. In fact, it seemed for a while it was Congress versus the other India ally partners. But somehow this went on for a while, but it took a completely different turn when Home Minister Amit Shah began speaking in Parliament, that long speech where he gave almost, I think, 3/4 of an hour, in which there was this there was this short clip which went viral where he sort of attacked, or it seemed he attacked, Baba Sahab Ambedkar, the chairman of the drafting committee of the Indian Constitution, and one of the tallest national leaders, as well as a very tall Dalit leader. Amit Shah, in that clip at least, that went viral on X, on several other sort of platforms, especially in the social media, also in television, where he kind of said that the statement was, he said, Congress keeps saying Ambedkar, 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 Ambedkar. If they were to say God instead of Ambedkar in the same manner, then perhaps you would end up going to heaven for seven whatever avatars or something like or to that sort. Now that was interpreted in various ways. The Congress obviously got a chance to attack Amit Shah, and then things started turning around. Uh, Jairam Ramesh put this Amit Shah clip on his tweet, and that went viral. And for a while, it certainly seemed, in fact, I would argue, not only for a while, but it seems even right now, because the Congress has taken that to the streets now that the parliament session ended in a I.N.D.I.A. And other parties have also joined the Congress. All India alliance parties, in fact, have joined the Congress in this. And the BJP has come on a back foot, and Amit Shah seems to have ended up scoring a self goal. In fact, it's not my words. BJP leaders themselves have confessed. The whole party completely went into a huddle. Even Prime Minister Modi had to come and basically try to defend Amit Shah. Uh, and at the same time, the entire party started defending Amit Shah in various ways. Earlier, the same party, all of them were defending Adani. And later on, the entire party went on into a total defensive mode and started, instead of simply apologizing, if Amit Shah had apologized or said that it was a slip of tongue, I think the things would have ended in a better manner for the BJP. But since the BJP started defending itself, started defending Amit Shah, the entire party went on the defense, and that gave a chance for the Congress leadership, in this case, Rahul Gandhi, Priyanka Gandhi. Remember, Priyanka Gandhi, in fact, right in the beginning, made this extraordinary speech in this winter session, 18th session of Parliament, which was much appreciated. So the entire Congress leadership, Priyanka Gandhi, Rahul Gandhi, the two of them, Mallikarjun Kharge, Congress president, even Sonia Gandhi, even leaders of Samajwadi Party, like, for example, Akhilesh Yadav, of course, but much more openly, one saw Jaya Bachchan taking a very strong stand on this. In between, something else had happened, another drama in which the Rajya Sabha sort of chairman, Mr. Dhankar, he had found, he claimed that somehow they had found about 50,000 rupees note in the seat near where Abhishek Manu Singhvi of the Congress sits. So that was one drama that had led to another attack on Dhankarji from the opposition. So to sum it up all, the entire India alliance, which was in tatters almost, or it seemed was in tatters at the beginning of the parliament session around late November, early December, seems to have almost come together back. And that is mainly a result of Amit Shah's self-goal. After that, of course, in the last 2 days, one witnessed unruly scenes in Parliament, perhaps the worst in the history of Parliament, where there was this scuffle which was made into a big deal. And the scuffle, the BJP claimed that Rahul Gandhi apparently pushed two of the MPs who ended up getting injured. In this case, one was Sarangi, there was another person, there was these pictures of Sarangi getting hurt on his head. And what the BJP tried to do, it tried to exaggerate that issue in such a manner. They filed an FIR against Rahul Gandhi. At the same time, all kinds of the entire BJP came together and started attacking Rahul Gandhi. And the idea was that Rahul Gandhi's behavior, borders on something which is almost unparliamentary, the physical fight. Then the Congress went and attacked back. In that, Priyanka played a great role, because the whole pictures that we saw, the women members of the Congress were sort of protesting. The BJP leaders came. Apparently, they had batons in their hand, and in that scuffle, they claimed that Mallikarjun Kharge fell down. Remember, he's 84 years old and he has had a back surgery, and that he fell down, had hurt himself pretty badly. So the entire fisticuffs that almost came out in Parliament brought down the entire, what one would call, the aura of the House, of this August chamber, completely down in the dumps. And the entire world saw, the same Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha, where in the past one had heard such great debates. In fact, all the time, both the sides, or almost everyone was talking of Baba Saheb Ambedkar. If you listen to the parliamentary sessions in the past, where Baba Saheb Ambedkar, let's say, had been debating people like Jawaharlal Nehru and others, the standards of the Lok Sabha at that time was so high, and today when you see the standards, if you compare the two, it went down to pits. So the entire session kind of ended in a damp whimper, I would argue, and or damp squib, let's say. And at the end of it, this is, by the way, the 75th year of Indian Parliament, and in that, the BJP, trying to save its face, trying to get out of the defensive mode, since they were right from the beginning trying to save Adani, trying to save Amit Shah. So suddenly they switched gear at the very end and went and introduced the one nation, one election bill. And the funny thing is, the BJP was aware that they didn't have the numbers to muster this bill. They certainly did. They had the numbers perhaps in the Lok Sabha, but certainly not in the Rajya Sabha. And that the fact that if you do a constitutional amendment to in order to bring about the bill, or in order to pass the bill, you require a special majority. They were aware of that. And yet they went and introduced the bill, and to the BJP's embarrassment, 20 of their members of parliament did not turn out to vote. And these were important cabinet ministers who did not turn out to vote. Giriraj Singh, who keeps talking most aggressively, attacking Congress, did not turn out to vote. Jyotiraditya Scindia, who had just crossed over, a few years ago from the Congress to the BJP, did not turn out to vote. Remember, he's a very experienced leader, generally not known for making aggressive speeches. He's a very level-headed person, but did not turn out to vote. Worse, Nitin Gadkari did not turn out to vote, one of the top leaders of the BJP. And then the BJP went into further embarrassment, and then it claimed that they have sent letters to these respective members of parliament and cabinet ministers why they did not turn out to vote for such an important bill. In fact, the party had almost given a whip to their entire party MPs to be there present in the Lok Sabha and in the Rajya Sabha. But so this is what happened, the fiasco. And finally, the BJP ended up sending the entire bill to a special committee. And I already did a video on that, the special committee, the composition of which is 39 MPs, 22 NDA, and about 15 from the opposition. So let me not repeat that. But at the end of the parliament, if one looks at what ended up happening, one comes to the conclusion that this was one of the worst parliament sessions ever in the history of Indian parliament, especially the physical acts, the physical fights that took place at the very end. And number two, if you look at the performance of both the houses, they were pathetic. although some of the bills got introduced at the very end. But I don't want to give you numbers, but it was very, very low. The entire sort of productivity, if one were to point out, of the Lok Sabha and the Raj Sabha. The government thinks that by introducing the One Nation, One Election bill, which they are going to, after the parliamentary committee looks at it, they are going to discuss it in the next session. They kind of boast that it's been a great success. But the truth is, the BJP is on the back foot. The BJP was in the front foot when they had won the Haryana Assembly election and the Maharashtra Assembly election, although they had lost the Kashmir elections as well as the Jharkhand elections. But yet they had come on the front foot, given the massive victory in Maharashtra. But after this parliamentary session, the BJP has gone on the back foot. Rahul Gandhi and Priyanka Gandhi managed to somehow cobble up and rebuild the India alliance, which was in disarray. But what is the India alliance now going to face? They are now going to face the Delhi Assembly election in February of next year, the campaign for which has begun. And the problem is that in that Delhi Assembly election, the Congress and AAP are at each other's throat. They have not gone in for an alliance, which they should have. And that is obviously not going to help either of them. It's probably going to help the BJP in the Delhi Assembly election. So regardless of what ends up happening, the India alliance will be ending up at each other's throats. The Dalit vote, which because of this entire, what one would call, let's say, putting his foot in the mouth by Amit Shah, the Dalit vote, which had shifted towards the Congress and the India alliance during Lok Sabha election 2024. In fact, the Congress had ended up getting 7% of the Dalit votes more compared to the previous election. The BJP and the NDA had lost 5% and 3% of the Dalit vote that they had got in 2014 and 2019. So clearly the Dalit vote was shifting in a major way. In fact, after the collapse of Mayawati in Uttar Pradesh, the Dalit vote started moving in favor of either Samajwadi Party in UP and the Congress in the Lok Sabha elections, which one clearly saw in UP. The BJP, had come down massively, down to the 30 plus MPs compared to what it had in 2014 and 2019. We saw the same thing happening, the slide of the BJP in Rajasthan, in Maharashtra during the Lok Sabha. That Dalit vote, it seems, in the Maharashtra assembly election, some of it might have gone back to the BJP. But considering what happened during this Lok Sabha session, there is a serious question which way the Dalit vote is going. And that Rahul Gandhi, with his, in a way, the obsession, taking the constitution and touching it in his head each time, that symbolically that works wonders for the Congress party. But what the Congress party needs to be careful about is the fragility of the India alliance, which one might see during the Delhi Assembly elections, maybe during even the Bihar Assembly elections in November next year. But something that has happened yesterday, one of the CPM Politburo members in Kerala, and his name is A. Vijay Raghavan, he has attacked Rahul Gandhi and Priyanka Gandhi's victory in Wayanad by saying that there was a communal Muslim alliance. Now, this is a serious attack by again an India alliance partner, CPIM, on the Congress leadership. So what Rahul Gandhi and Priyanka Gandhi and Mallikarjun Kharge and the entire Congress leadership should worry about is how to sort of stitch the India alliance back into a strong partnership, get over this apparent fragility, And what now that they have built it all over again during this parliamentary session, they need to build it at the ground level, even if that means sacrificing a bit of their vote either in Delhi or in the subsequent assembly elections. That is a very important lesson that the Congress must learn. But at the end of it, let's point out the parliament session began with the with the with the India alliance seemed to being in tatters, the opposition in disarray. But by the end of the session, it seems they had been able to cobble a united front on the issue of the insult to Baba Saheb Ambedkar by Amit Shah during his speech. Uh, so I'll end here. Please subscribe to the channel, and we'll make many such more meaningful videos in the future. Thank you very much.